Hey there, YouTube. Okay, so this is the second video I'm recording today, and this is going to be my third video on the Joker theory about the three Jokers. So, my first one was really choppy, it was pretty long, and it didn't have a lot of cohesiveness to it. The second one was a shorter theory about the same thing, and I added in an extra theory I had to it. So this video is pretty much your typical theory video, and basically what I'm thinking about the Joker. Alright, so I watched this video about this one theory, that all three Jokers are the same Joker from different time periods. I don't buy it. I honestly believe that there are three Jokers because the Joker has three aspects to himself. There's the gangster, which was portrayed by Jack Nicholson in the live-action films. You have the anarchist, which is now I'm only going off the movies. I'm not going off the live-action Adam West movie, which had Cesar Romero as the Joker. I'm not doing that one. I'm only going off the three films starting from the 1989 all the way until 2016. So, 1989, you had Jack Nicholson's Joker. He portrayed the gangster. Yes, he was psychotic, but he was more of a criminal mastermind, which fits, first Joker that I'm talking about. Then you have the second Joker, which was portrayed by Heath Ledger. He was portrayed as the anarchist, totally against the government, claimed he doesn't have a plan, but shows to be one of the most intelligent characters in the entire movie. And then the third portrayal is Jared Leto's in 2016, and it is the psychopath. Now, so my theory on the three Jokers, okay? This is a theory about all three, not just one like I've been doing in my past two videos. All three Jokers. So, my theory is, and the way I view it, what I actually like, the way I think about it, is you've got the Golden Age, the Silver Age, and the Modern Age Jokers. Because that's what you see. Well, you see the New Age, you see the Golden Age, the Killing Joke, and the New 52 Jokers. That's what you see when Hal Jordan asks, during the end of the Darkseid Wars storyline. You see three different Jokers. Three visually different Jokers. 1989, the Golden Age, the Killing Joke, and the New 52 Joker. That's the three Jokers you see. So, my theory is, if the Joker is not Owlman or Alfred Pennyworth, because there are several theories that he is the Joker. So, my theory is that all three Jokers are not the same. They are three visually different Jokers. The three Jokers are all the same person, but three different versions of himself from three different timelines. So you have three different timelines. Right before Crisis on Infinite Earths, then Final Crisis, then Flashpoint Paradox. So each of these created alternate timelines. Infinite Crisis gave us one timeline, which the Joker from that timeline, being that he is all versions of the Joker are basically Super Saiyan. That's the general consensus, that the Joker's not really insane. He is Super Saiyan. He is the sanest person around. And one thing that I can say is he does know he's a comic book character. That's the thing. He knows he's a comic book character. He knows he's in a comic. I mentioned that in my second theory video. So each one knows they're a comic book character. He doesn't do it as much as Deadpool or as She-Hulk or as other characters that break the fourth wall, but he does break the fourth wall. He nods to the audience. He winks at the camera in several episodes of Batman the Animated Series. I mean, he knows it. He doesn't act on it as much, but he knows it. So, because he knows that he's a comic book character, it doesn't matter his origin. It doesn't matter how he came to be. You don't really want to know, and he knows that. He knows that as a reader, you don't really care about his origin. So, that's where he gets the most iconic line from The Killing Joke. If I'm gonna have a past, I prefer to be multiple choice. That's the reason for it. Because of the fact that that's what his fans want. So he was able to survive Final Crisis, but it created an alternate timeline version of himself, which he met, he got in contact with, and told him the truth, which turned him into the Joker of that timeline. Then Flashpoint Paradox happened. Because you have Final Crisis that created... No, you have Infinite Crisis on Infinite Earths. That's what created the secondary Joker. Final Crisis created a third Joker. The Flashpoint Paradox brought them all together. All into one solid universe. Now, I mean, there are several other theories on it. The Joker just survived each one. All this kind of stuff. There are 3 separate Jokers. It has been said. Now, here's my question to you guys. I really want you to think about this. It has been stated that what is considered the Joker's true name is Jack Napier. Or Napier, or Napier, or however you want to pronounce it. It's kind of like the Ra's or Ra's al Ghul thing. But to clear it up, it is Ra's al Ghul. It was stated by Talia al Ghul in the Batman Beyond series that it is pronounced Ra's, not Ra's. And that was coming from one of the writers of Batman, the animated series, who helped create the Batman Beyond series. Can't remember his name for the life of me. But it is one of those things. So, when it comes down to the Joker, no one knows his origin story. He has many of them. Some self-contained, some widely known. All pretty much different versions of roughly the same thing. So, what do you guys think about it? Who do you guys think the Joker is? And I want completely original theories. I don't want any of this Rorschach or a comedian or Alfred Pennyworth. Who do you guys... Don't even use my theory if you guys have seen it. Don't. Bring up your own theories. I'll read my comments. I'll find the best one. And then I'll do a video on that if you guys want. Just let me know something, you know? Give me some feedback on what you guys think. But my theory on who all three Jokers are, if not any of the Watchmen cast, is that it's three people who are the same person from three separate timelines that have come together to work in tandem. Not all the Jokers were there all at the beginning. No, there weren't always three Jokers. Not in my opinion. After each time the universe was reset, it created a new Joker for that timeline. So you had the original timeline that had the original Joker. Then Crisis on Infinite Worlds happened. He became he survived. Created a new Joker. Final Crisis happens. Now I don't know if these are the proper order. This is just the order that I can remember. But Final Crisis happens. New Joker. Flashpoint Paradox. All Jokers brought together. Three people. Three separate timelines. Same person. Nobody knows who he really is. He knows he's a comic book character. Because I found that I sat here and watched another video on the theory of the Joker's insanity. And so it's all how you take it. You got to realize that some Joker stories, some Jokers are this way, some Jokers are that way. But there are three Jokers in the DC universe. I haven't gotten too much new information. I've been doing my best to keep up with DC Rebirth, but there's not a lot to go on right now because all the Rebirth issues have just dropped. The Batman Rebirth issue doesn't have anything about the Joker. It's all about the new person who's going to be Robin. Well, not Robin, but his name is Duke. He's a black kid. He's actually one of my favorite guys from the We Are Robin. I think he was the leader. It's been a while since I've read the We Are Robin short-lived series, but it was really good, so I recommend that. But Duke was one of the Robins from that, and Batman gives him this new yellow suit that has a bat symbol on it, and it actually looks pretty badass. But, so, with my theory on the three Jokers, like I said, it's just the same person from three separate timelines who have survived through each crisis event and have come together in the New 52 and the DC Rebirth. It's really complicated on the details because I don't have all of the details. I've just basically put this theory together from a lot of different videos that I have watched and read, and comics I've read. So it's one of those, it's possible, but it's not possible kind of theories. It's kind of like the Owlman, the comedian, and the Rorschach theories, which are all three separate theories that I have seen. Well, my theory is the Owlman theory. But like I said, Ruaya, get out of there.
She's fine. She's just playing.
But it's mainly about what you as the reader think, or you as the viewer thinks. I can't give you an opinion. You already have your own opinion. I can't change that. All I can do is try to broaden your minds on it. So, like I said, my theory, simple, straight to the point. Three Jokers, three people who are the same person, three timelines brought together by the combining of the Valiant universe and Wildcat universe and all this and that, brought into the DC landscape. And when the Flashpoint happened, so everything got turned and mixed into one another, and the three Jokers that survived, the two Jokers that survived each of the crisis events, meets with the new Joker, Flashpoint happens, all three Jokers are together. So it's really simple, straightforward. Like I said, I want you guys' theories. I'll do a video on those, depending on if I even get any comments, because I don't know. But it's the best part about being a YouTuber is I get info from you guys. Like, I haven't gotten any yet. I wish I did. But, you know, it gives me a chance to express my views, my feelings, and actually talk to people. So, in toto, the three Jokers, it was said that it's the revelation of the Joker is not going to be what you think it is. It's going to be the last thing you expect. So, if that's the case, I can't really make a huge assumption about it. I prefer just to read and let things happen as they unfold. Granted, I will produce theories and stuff in my head, but
Stay out of that.
the whole reason why I'm putting my theories on YouTube is because I see so many other people doing it, so I figure why not, hop on the bandwagon on that, I guess. But
Ruaya kept.
Ruaya! But I'm going to go into a little bit more detail on my Joker theory for Night Owl right now. So as far as I'm concerned, at least one of the three Jokers is Night Owl because he fits way too perfect for it to be anyone else. I can't even go into any more detail. My first video, with even how choppy it is and the way it jumps and skips and things don't fit, kinetically, I think is the proper word usage there. But even though it doesn't fit properly and the video skips and jumps a lot, it has the most detailed part of my theory on there. So the best thing I can do is just leave it up to the writers because they're the people who know. We're just the fans. We don't know what goes on with that. We don't know anything about it other than what they tell us. We can come up with as many theories as we want, but we will not know until, the actual revelation happens because the writers are the writers. They control it. What the heck are we going to do about that? Nothing as the readers, nothing as the fans. All we can do is accept it for what it is. So, I'm basically just here to let you guys know my theory. So this is like the third theory that I have. My fiance. Do you have any notions on the three Joker theory? Any thoughts?
Not really. I don't want to speculate.
Okay, so basically what I plan on doing is I plan on having her in a lot of my videos from now on. Because
Besides, I'm more of a Harley Quinn fan than a Joker fan.
Yeah, she's kind of more of the Harley girl to my Joker. Because I am the Joker. I don't care what anyone says. I am the physical representation of the Joker. Because I can do the voice, I can do the laugh, I can do the face, and if I paint my face, I look just like the fucking Joker. I mean, I've got pictures on my
I don't think
Facebook.
you're pale enough.
Instead if I paint my face, damn it.
Just saying.
But I can pull off the Joker. I look just like him when I have my face painted. I am the Joker. It's who I am. Can't change that. So in total, my theory is, more than anything else, the writers know. I'm going to leave it at that. I've given you my take on it. I've given you different aspects of it. This is the third video I'm making on this, and I have nothing to talk about in this video other than what I've already explained. The writers know better than I do. The writers know who the Joker is. Hell, they may not even know who the Joker is, and they're trying to come up with something for the Joker. Who knows? All we as fans can do is wait and see.
Or they could have known all along.
We could make... Well, they have so many different writers that come and go on stories that there is no real cohesiveness to any of it. So, the writers, they're the ones in the know. Excuse me. Us as fans can only sit, wait, and watch.
And speculate.
And theorize. Speculate is another word for that, I guess. But that's all we can do. We can theorize all we want. Doesn't make it true. So far, the only fan theory I've seen out there that turned out to be true is the one for Zod to become Doomsday in the Batman v Superman movie. You know, that's the only theory I've seen to be true thus far. So, we'll see. The three Jokers could be any of three random characters that we have no idea who they are. They could be three characters that we've known for years. We never know. One of my favorite theories out there is that the Joker is in the Batman's head. That the Joker never exists. And that every time we see a depiction of the Joker, it's really Batman's madness coming out. And Batman does all these things as the Joker, and then goes back and tries to stop himself to make everyone else think there's a Joker too.
What?
And that, you know, it's just, there's all, like, the Joker is Batman. They have a fan theory out there that the Joker is the Batman from a different time period, that, you know, all this and that. There's so many different things that go into just stories and everything. You never know anything true about comics, because everything in comics can change at any point in time. Plain and simple. So, with that being said, bring this video to an end. Stay safe, stay beautiful, YouTube. And as always, have a great day.